Alright, there we go. Now everybody can see my filthy room. Alright, let's continue. I'm pretty early on in this game right now. I'm sort of enjoying it. It starts really slow.
Stick to cover.
I think I'm in like... Pretty much you start and they're going to some embassy so you can go to the Forbidden West. I don't know why I quoted that, but yeah, of course something went awry at the Forbidden West, so, or at the embassy. And not really sure what I'm doing right now, to be completely honest, but. Alright game, what do y'all want from me? Are these enemies? Oh yeah, those are enemies. Okay. The graphics are pretty unbelievable. Like, I can't do like 4K on the stream, but so you'll kind of have to take my word. Oh wow, that dude got right off the strider. Right. Oh, you can take it. Really? Yeah, we'll get into the whole Elden Ring thing in a second. Which is a game I am extremely excited about. Oh, that is fire. Hot fire. There. Oh my god, he is not dead. Okay, there we go. Actually, this game's got some controversy too for some reason. So let's get into that too. I don't have to concentrate on killing so much. What are these things weak to anyway? Oh, that guy. Let's poison him. Nope, bud. Okay, you didn't like that, did you? I'm also playing on hard as well, on PS5, so. Oh man. Yeah, you can definitely tell these are real time on the PS5. I think they're just like videos on PS4. Oh man. They're gonna kill the cool looking dude. Oh, I forgot I just got some spears. I haven't used them yet. Oh man, that's a tough dude right there. Brad. That dude's got broken ribs. This monster's probably weigh like a literal ton. Oh, right in that. Okay, I'm about to die. Okay. Get a poison arrow. Oh man, okay. Alright, stop turning around. Oh, that didn't work.
I gotta wait. Build up the sun.
Okay, this thing's losing its mind.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Outlanders!
Grant me
There's the
honor of this
volume.
challenge.
Please, grant him the honor.
Granted.
I guess she's like the anti-Aloy. She's like an outsider that kind of controls the robots too. Oh man, I haven't got one of those yet. Oh man, I hope Varl doesn't die. He's awesome. Don't kill Danny Glover.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Oh.
I can break through a shield if I damage it enough.
With acid or electricity? Acid it is.
Gotta get through that shield.
Whoa, okay, bud.
There, now's my chance. Give it up. The shield's regenerated.
Nice. I don't know what I just did, but crap.
The break his guard. Oh.
I just put crazy face paint on. I don't know what it does, but
Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
oh nice. Okay, I think good. Oh, stab him. Yeah. Get him. Search Greta. Get Greta. Come on, Greta. Ooh, there's a floating rock there.
Your turn.
I guess that
Come down here
floating
and face
rock
me.
was one of the
No!
game-breaking bugs
Was
that
an
this game
honorable
has,
challenge.
apparently.
You've earned your life ticket. Comrades! Mark this
Like,
day.
people that have, like...
Today you have decimated
How
the
do I get into...
marshals.
Oh, what? Watch
Slaughtered the
this real quick.
Karja.
And I'll
So
get into the
begins our
game-breaking
war
bug.
on Hikaru. Move out.
Alright, guess we're alright, guys. Alright, get your permanently crippled friend now. Oh wow, he doesn't have an arm. Alright, cool.
You gonna
At
make
least
it?
this is America's okay.
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on.
Oh, don't leave your buddy. He's
I'll
cool.
take you back to the fort.
Look, he doesn't look just like Donald Glover, he kind of like favors him a little bit.
I got you.
Oh, the hell is that?
It's salvage time, boys.
Huh. Alright. The facial animations are absolutely incredible in this one. They were so like stiff
You
and
can take a hit. I should be able to use it to
oh,
glide.
cool. Yes. The graphics are just absolutely
Aloy.
unbelievable. Hey, old glitched out rocks back there still.
We're still trying to sort out
see.
this mess.
I'm trying to
Seems
act like I
the
can look
Tanakh have a
behind
civil
them.
war in their hands.
Used
It
to
sounds
playing
about
VR.
right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain.
Let me put on the setting, or the subtitles real quick. It'd help if I could actually see something. I've got my camera in the way. Audio. Subtitles, there we go. Okay.
Nozar, Wadis, Vashav. A massacre.
Maybe I have to wait for that.
What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there, that's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them.
Maybe. You want some
I can keep
busy
an eye
work?
out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one.
Yeah, I haven't
over
climbed
there,
a tall
near
neck
the
yet.
Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
I think I'm good right now,
Then I wish you
bud.
luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
Alright. That's a good dude.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy.
Yeah, it's a lot
You
more
find what you're
cinematic
looking
than the first one. Yep, let's do some scrapping. Pick up some dead dudes. They ever told me I'd use my... Yeah, there we
Don't
go.
worry about running out.
And tap stop gliding. Okay, so... Nice. I cannot wait to use that.
So, this is the Forbidden West.
They definitely got that
A
from
whole
Breath
new
of the
mountain
Wild.
to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, Back up with Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regala's machine riders. We'll have to push through it all.
Load
Find a way
back
to
up
fix
on
the wound.
arrows. There's a lot of new
Like a
cool
muscle
weapons. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I guess we'll talk it up.
About the ambush, Regala.
Oh man, Halo, you just talking, huh, girl?
Only
You
one
just
other
talking.
person has that kind of knowledge. Silence.
Yep,
What's
that's
his angle?
evil silence.
Why help to knock the rebels?
Yeah, definitely need to get me some health berries. That's a good change from this one too. It used to be like flowers that were the same color as all the other flowers, and now they're like blueberries. So you actually, if you need help, you don't have to be like, I hope this is the right flower. Like, it's actually a blueberry that you can see pretty easily. So see, like right there. That was definitely a great change. Yeah, I'm playing on the quality mode too, by the way. Yeah, so let's get to the first controversy. I need to stop doing quotations for everything. But yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh, fuck. And whatever that is. Come on. Aw, I shouldn't have marked it. Oh well.
Promise in my stash later.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much when this game came out, there was a bunch of people review bombing it, kind of, and just being like, this game's buggy and broken. They're acting like this game was like Cyberpunk or Fallout 76 or something. Which, you know, even those games, you know, were kind of messed up or whatever, but like, people are still talking about those games. Like, people just like drama news. But yeah, here's a game-breaking bug right here. Look at that rock. My immersion is ruined now. Oh, there it went. Yeah, see, look. That dude's kind of... All these rocks are messed up. I'm talking about bugs, and of course, there's bugs everywhere now. But anyway, like there are little bugs, but it's stupid stuff like that on occasion. And like, that is far from a broken game. Like, literally the only bugs are just dumb things like that on rare occasion. Like, and people are trying to say like it's a buggy, messed up game. And I guarantee you it's people that their main system is Xbox, obviously, you know, and they're just like, and I have an Xbox too. I have an Xbox X right there, and I like it. I absolutely love it, you know, for last gen stuff. Like, you know, it's gonna take a while before they have any, you know, next gen looking stuff, you know, and I'm excited for that. I think, you know, Xbox is actually gonna have a pretty good generation this time. Like, honestly, the Xbox One generation was not great. You know, PlayStation kind of stomped them last gen, like, badly. And, like, they had no games, you know. I guess they're just trying to, since they don't have any first-party games now, they're just trying to buy up third-party games and make them their first parties now. But yeah, it's pretty much Xbox people being pissed off because they don't have any, if that's your main console, there's no next-gen experiences for them right now. Like, if you bought a Series X, Halo is far from a next-gen experience, you know? This game is, even though it's on, you know, it's on PS4 and PS5, it looks like a next-gen game, easily, you know? So, you know, people that are pissed off that they don't have a next-gen experience on their console or trying to say that Horizon's a broken game, which it is absolutely not. Like every game, especially at launch, is gonna have you kind of have like an acceptable amount of glitching and stuff in a game. You know, as long as it's not, you know, game breaking, then it's an acceptable parameter. You know, and most people have to realize that. You know, you can't just, you know, expect every single game to be the most perfectly polished game in the world. Like I saw like a comment on something that kind of made me laugh. They're like comparing Horizon to how like that it was nowhere near as polished as The Witcher 3, which if anybody played The Witcher 3 at launch knows how hilarious that is. Like you'd call your horse and he'd be on the roof and like you wouldn't be able to get to him. Like you would do it like a quest and then it would break all your other quests. Like Witcher 3 was busted when it first came out. But, you know, they fixed it and Witcher 3 is probably one of the best open world games ever now. So yeah, anybody who's saying this game is broken is out of their mind. And there are little glitches here and there, but it's few and far between and really doesn't matter, you know. And like this game is not for everybody at all, you know. Like if you don't like it, you know, because you know it's because there's a lot of people with open world fatigue right now. You know, I kind of have it. You know, like I like the first Horizon, but I'm a little burnt out on open world games right now, especially with Elden Ring coming out tomorrow. Like, which I guess that's a good segue. But this game looks so good that, you know, I had to get it. Like, I was gonna wait, you know, but I couldn't. Like, my wife got it for an anniversary present for me, so. So I'm glad she did, because it's actually really cool. Like, look, it's beautiful underwater right now. I think I have it on, like, you know, 720p, so I don't blow up my internet right now. So it's probably not that good looking to you right now, especially with YouTube's compression. But yeah, let's switch to talking about Elden Ring, which I am absolutely excited about. All the reviews came in today, and they're pretty much 10s down the line, which I'm actually pretty surprised about, because, you know, because I just, you know, just games don't really get, you know, like, every game's decisive nowadays for some reason. And, you know, like, but there's a lot of good faith with From Software, but I'm surprised it got 10s just because, you know, they're not the most graphically advanced, you know, game company out there. None of their games look great, you know, but and it looks good enough, honestly, for what it is. I'd rather it look kind of janky and well, janky's a strong word, but I'd rather it not look as great and they put more time into the AI of the enemies and stuff like that, which they do. And that's why it's so fun, because they focus more on how the enemies fight than making, you know, a beautiful open world or whatnot, you know. Keeps murdering. No. Alright, yeah, we'll do this a little. Oh yeah, let's find that Telnet. There he is. Let's go up there and get Telnet. And that's what, like, a lot of people don't really understand with games nowadays, is just, like, or just game design. Games are not easy to make. And, like, gamers are just, they just love drama, I guess. Like, there's a lot of problems with the gaming industry, and the problems that gamers have are always like insane things that have no problem. Like like we have like EA and Ubisoft just selling you pretty much half a game in DLC and microtransactions. And nobody cares about that. But like a game is a little glitchy, and you'll hear about that for like the next 20 years. Like, it's insane. Oh, I still haven't got to try my little glide, Like, even with this game, like, people complained about there's a cost difference between the PS5 and PS4 version, And I bought the PS4 version and upgraded to the PS5 version. Because, obviously it's gonna look nicer. Ooh, let's use our glide. Glide.
This must be the salvagers I met in Barrenlight. Looks like something's going on.
See what these guys want. And people complained about it, and so people got their way. But honestly, that's not gonna. I think it's the last game they're doing it with. And honestly, developers need to get paid. And like $10 for $70 for a PS5 game is honestly not that unreasonable. Like, because whenever you do the upgrade, because like I didn't even use the data disc on the PS4 version. I just put it in there and bought the upgrade. So like, it costs money to put different data on different discs, and to use servers for that upgrade. Not $10 worth, mind you, but the development costs to make this game work on PS5 was definitely worth that extra $10. Like, game design costs a fortune. And people don't realize when a game does well, it does make a substantial amount of money. But if it doesn't, it will sink a company. Like Fallout 76 for Bethesda probably absolutely screwed them. Like, they're able to make it back by being kind of clever and and actually having a pretty decent fan base. Like, I'm pretty sure Game Pass saved Bethesda there, and and that's probably why they decided to go with Microsoft. Because, Microsoft is a huge company. They have a big comfort cushion.
Baron, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
If it weren't for this one,
that's a goofy
I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Nasty business. What the Tenakth.
But honestly, PS5 games are gonna be a fortune to develop. And $70 is really not that unreasonable.
And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long,
gamers are just they just want
dangerous.
They just want gimme. They don't really care how it affects the company or not.
That you'd never have to worry about survival.
And there's a lot of sketchy stuff in game companies, but
to take a look
still,
Of course you would.
Like, if you want good games,
and
you're gonna have to pay
I've
for
asked
them.
my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me.
And that's why Microsoft doesn't have any next-gen games right now, because they're not making any money with Game Pass.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chain
Like,
School.
they are bleeding money from Game Pass.
Can't wait to see what you come up
and
with.
there's no way, you can't bleed money and make an $80 million game. Or probably more, honestly.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions.
Well, that's like 80 million. That's like
None
a
of them were good
Rockstar
enough.
game.
And
But
there
they're
are other
usually
crews
like...
further west.
This was probably
They
a
make
$60
better
million
armor than
game.
mine. I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if
More
Kev
like
picks your
50.
armor?
40, 50 maybe.
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts. And fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I'll go on with some armor.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the Forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
Counting on you, Aloy.
Thanks, Goofy, dude. Alright, what was...
that contract before going on the hunt.
I guess it's a good time. I guess I'll talk about Game Pass right now, I guess. And
Stuff for the stash.
why it's cool and why it's pretty sketchy. And like, Game Pass is definitely a cool thing. I have it. And the thing is, if you do, there's these like Microsoft rewards you can do like every day. And they take like 5 or 10 minutes to do every day. And you can pay for your Game Pass easily with it. Was that a flying monster? I think it's crazy. Which is definitely awesome. I haven't paid for Game Pass since the first time I bought it.
Must have been a huge battle.
Let's kill this thing, whatever it is.
They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm.
Really?
To buy Zero Dawn time.
Big bird thing. Okay, I need to get out all this red. Oh, what is that? Is that like a little kangaroo one? It's like a kangaroo one. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, this game's pretty dope. Alright, I gotta find out what he's weak to. A Leapster? Rad! Oh wow, that barely did anything. Okie dokie. What is that? Is that like a flying Triceratops? Oh my god. Okay. This is awful. Okay. He's running from me? Oh, that was a mess-a-rooney. Okay. This is crazy. See a poison bug in this thing? Weak against ice. Okay. The music's definitely a lot better too. Oh, I don't have any ice. Okay, that's not good. Where the hell did he go? He dropped somewhere. Oh, I hear him. There we go. Oh, okay, Buster. Okay, yeah, these new dinosaurs are pretty dope. Yeah, I think the game's finally out of the tutorial stage now. Oh, what? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Get out of here. Oh, he got stuck on branch there. Okay. Whoa, okay. Get up, get up, get up. Need your scrap. We're getting good meals. Oh man, come on now. Nice. That was a fun fight. Yeah, this one's definitely more fun than the second one. Or than the first one. Ooh, now that the training wheels are off, I'm actually getting to enjoy it a little bit. Like, the tutorial is kind of a slog in this, like, not gonna lie. Maybe I just wasn't feeling it at the time. Ooh. What'd you just climb on? Oh, there's something like invisible here. Oh man, we got another game-breaking bug. Yeah, somebody messed up something there. But yeah, people gotta realize, you know, no developer, no game designer, or like, you know, I guess whoever programs the games, none of them want to make a bad game. And it's hard work. And like every person, like, there are huge crews of people that, you know, program games. And, you know, like, you know how much it must suck
Looks like they've set up camp
to, like, work on a game and then have, oh shit, and then just some punk kid is like, yeah, the game's broken, because my foot slipped into a wall. The people who made these must be idiots, you know, like, so, that has to feel the worst, and you know, and a lot of people can't think for themselves today, and like, people make a lot more money, ooh, I just got wrecked, you know, on YouTube, people get a lot more money making negative videos. You know, about how much something sucks than how much they enjoy something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the YouTube drama industry is a very high-paying one, you know. You know, like positive videos just don't sell, you know. Well, it's not that they don't sell. There's plenty of people that have that market cornered, but they've already, you know, like those creators have already made their mark. So people are gonna, you know, once they start getting their analytics and they see the video, you know, the 20 videos they did talking about how crappy Cyberpunk was, got twice the views than how excited they are for, you know, Eldin Ring or something stupid, you know. They're gonna realize, oh man, stuff like this sells, and they're gonna do the easy way, and they're gonna make a billion videos about, you know, Cyberpunk being broken or whatever. And like, people already know that information, but, you know, people wanna get, you know, oh, alright. But people just want to jump on the bandwagon and whine, you know. Especially like younger cats nowadays. Can I like take this thing over?
I'm gonna have to find another way in.
Word, yeah, let's take this bad boy over.
Oh, no, you don't.
Over here!
Call everyone to
Can't do nothing. Nope, that didn't work.
Your target practice.
Ooh, okay. I need to stop. I get excited. I'm like, too many pieces of candy on the ground. Gotta stop grabbing them every time. Alright, we can probably get in through here, it looks like.
An outpost. Away from the main
There we
camp.
go.
That might be where Regala's keeping her machines.
I could probably... Nope, nope.
Why did we have to stay behind to guard tame machines? We should be out there fighting.
Someone needs to keep an eye on them. Regala will run us through if we lose any more.
It wasn't our fault. The ground opened up out of nowhere.
See if she cares for that excuse.
Okay, cool. So you can pop dudes in the head. Oh, there we go. Shouldn't slide. Come on, slide. Wreck. Come on, buddy. Seriously? Nothing here. Alright, guess that worked. Give me all that sweet, sweet loot. Yeah. Man, it's difficult trying to play a game and talk about all my talk about all my complaints with everything. But yeah, so why... I want to explain why Game Pass is kind of so insidious. And, like... Alright, so I guess... It's kind of hard to explain, I guess, but... What Microsoft is trying to do with Game Pass is... It's pretty much what Amazon does to, like, smaller companies, like small businesses, to take them over. Like, it's called borking, pretty much. And what borking is you undercut somebody so badly that they have no, like, choice but to sell their company to you or just go out of business. And it's usually, you know, out of pride, they usually just go out of business. So what, like, Amazon does is they'll go to, you know, Johnny's Toothpick Emporium, you know, and they'll be like, hey, Johnny, we see you're making pretty good profit with those toothpicks. We want in on it. How about, you know, we buy your company out for whatever? And he's like, no, we're a family-owned business. We like our toothpicks. And they're like, you sure you really want to do that, Johnny? And Johnny will be like, yeah, you know, you guys sell your toothpicks, I'll sell mine, you know. The world will go on. So Amazon would be like, sure, Johnny, we'll do that. And so Amazon, like, let's say Johnny, he has the lowest prices in the biz. He's selling a toothpick for, you know, 5 cents a box. Well, Amazon, they'll go behind Johnny and they'll sell the toothpicks for a penny a box, even though Microsoft is losing, you know, 4 pennies and not making any profit. It's gonna, let's say, like, Johnny sells it for a dime, and he makes like 3 cents off it, or he sells it for a dime and makes 3 cents off it. They'll sell it for a nickel and lose, you know, 2 cents, I guess. You know, the math is probably really poor there. But anyway, I think I'm just overcomplicating it. So pretty much, Johnny will sell it for a dime, and Amazon will sell it for a penny and make absolutely no profit. And Amazon can do that because they're a big company. And like, and honestly, if they lose prices, they'll just make it a tax write-off and, you know, pay even less taxes than they already do. Because that's what Amazon does already, is they say, oh, we're not a profitable company because everything, we don't make any money, actually. Even though all their money goes to their CEOs and, like, losing money taking over other businesses, you know, like Johnny's Emporium. But anyway, since Amazon's selling toothpicks for a penny a box, and he's selling it for a dime, Johnny will lose pretty much all of his business and have to, he'll have to go out of business. So then Amazon will go back to Johnny and be like, hey, Johnny, can we buy your company from you since, you know, you're doing so poorly? We'll give you a good price. And they'll pay him. And he'll be so desperate that, like, he'll have to sell his company for, you know, a huge loss. Or he'll just, out of pride, just close the company down. And then Amazon will raise their prices. They'll probably make it, he was selling it for a dime, so then Amazon will sell it for 12 cents, you know. Since they don't have any competition, nobody can complain about it. So the price actually goes up higher once they buy it from Johnny's Emporium, you know. Or they'll just sell it for the dime, but they usually don't. They usually will make a bigger profit than it was. And so that's pretty much what Game Pass is doing. And it is a risky, risky move. because obviously what they're doing is making the Game Pass like because they're losing so much money. I think they need like 20 million subscribers, which they're like nowhere close for them to even like break even. So right now they're just bleeding money, especially on all these acquisitions and stuff like that. And they really can't even afford to make a next gen game right now. Well, they probably could because they're Microsoft is huge. Like honestly, Sony, I think why people kind of like why they give Sony more excuses than Microsoft is because Sony actually, out of Microsoft and Sony's the smaller company. Like, Sony's actually not that profitable and not, like, through, a tax break or trying to get tax breaks or anything. They're just not profitable. Like, I think, uh, the video game, their video game part of Sony is the only profitable part of Sony. Like, everything else, they just kind of break even, honestly. Or they'll make, like, a little bit of profit. And it's not like they're doing, like, that badly, you know what I mean? They're still an okay business, but compared to Microsoft, like, everything's profitable in Microsoft except for their video games, part, so they're kind of like the opposite of Sony. Like, you have to, like, cut and stuff. But yeah, so that's what Game Pass is trying to do. Game Pass, they're trying to undercut Sony so hard with their Game Pass that people will be like, I can't, like, why get a PlayStation when I can have every single game on Game Pass? And then, of course, people are gonna, like, once Game Pass, undercut Sony so bad, and they, take over the game industry, then they can charge whatever the hell they want for Game Pass, or, whatever. They can really do whatever they want, because they would have taken Sony out of the market, which I don't think they're gonna be able to do that. Maybe in the future, like, I think it's kind of a long game they're playing, but that's the game they're playing right now. They're pretty much trying to Amazon, Sony right now. They're trying to give an offer you can't refuse. And that's what Game Pass is. It's literally just a way of undercutting Sony, like making no profit and bleeding money so hard that people have to go over to Microsoft. And honestly, I just, like right now, like Sony's doing very well. Like with the PS5, I have a Series X and a PS5, and I play Halo. I play Halo every week and do all their weekly stuff. But Halo's not like, I can't show off my Series S. I can't be like, oh, look at these next-gen Halo graphics, like. But there's a lot of cool stuff that I do like. I like playing Halo. It's cool playing The Witcher 3 in 60 frames, which PS5 doesn't have, Um, I'm kind of drawing a blank right now, but there's like a billion games on Game Pass. There's more games than I can even imagine playing. Right, I have too many. I have too many games on my PS5. Like honestly, I don't even need Game Pass. I have a huge backlog on my PS5 that I will never be able to finish. Like there's just not enough hours in the day. But, but it is cool. Like, I like having the game. I like have kind of like the PlayStation as my main console where I can play, like all their exclusives. And I'll play all my weird third-party stuff on Xbox. Or, if there's a third-party game, I'll see which one performs on it better. Like, definitely getting Elden Ring on PS5 because apparently it performs a little better. But if you have like variable refresh rate on, that's one thing too. Xbox has variable refresh rate. And PS5 doesn't have that.
There. Bridge is down.
But my TV doesn't support that anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what Game Pass is trying to do. That is their master plan, is just to undercut Sony until they go out of business, pretty much. Well, they're gaming
Looks like it
hard
fell into a
anyway.
tunnel. So the rebels are keeping.
But I like them
here.
both. And that's why I kind of
Machines fell into
rag
the
on
tunnel,
Microsoft a
which
little
must have
more,
collapsed as they ran
because
further in. What if Eldin's explosives created the sinkhole? I should head back to Chainscrape to let Javad know.
alright, I guess I did something. Unknown rebel camp. Did I beat it? But yeah, like, cause Microsoft, it's funny, like, with their Game Pass and, like, a lot of their practices, they're trying to act like they're doing it because they're, like, good guys and stuff, but, you know, it's not that at all. It's actually, they're doing this crap for a reason, and it's actually a pretty insidious reason, to be honest. But like I said, I own them both. I like them both. Oh, there's some green stuff. Some green gleam, or whatever it's called. So I'm gonna play them both. I've kind of skipped last gen with Microsoft because, you know, it really wasn't a great one. I think I got I did get an Xbox One. I've actually sold it. Like, I got it for like $50, and it was, I think it was like a few years into the gen. Like, into its generation too. It was only out for like 30 years, and I got it for like $50. Like, that's how unpopular it was. And I also got lucky for that deal too, you know. Not everybody was getting it for $50, but you can still find them for cheap on, you know, like Macari and eBay. Mainly Macari, because a lot of people post on there that are like, they're like getting rid of like their kids crap, and they don't really know the price of it. Like, I see like Nintendo Switches and stuff sell for like $80, like the whole, like a brand new console for like $80 because their kids weren't playing it and they didn't really know the value of it.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
So what else was I gonna talk about? But, oh yeah, here's one thing that I wanted to talk about. I was watching a guy talking about Eldin ring scores or whatever, and it was pretty much about like how like no game can be you know, a 10 or whatever. You know, like what makes a game, you know, what makes a game a masterpiece? Can there be a perfect game or whatnot? But and he was talking about how Deathloop didn't deserve a 10, which is kind of a weird one. What is that? Oh, okay, I thought something jumped at me. But he was saying the only reason Deathloop got a 10 was because of a cultural thing. That companies just wanted a cultural pat on the back because the two main characters were black. Which I'm gonna call some bullshit on that. Like, that's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Like, nobody gives a good review to a game because the main characters are black. Like, that is the dumbest crap I have ever heard in my life. Like, people, I don't know, people in this whole, like, anti-SJW thing,
Maybe I can use it to
and they're just, these people are kind of morons. Like, and I get it, you know, the social justice warrior stuff is annoying, you know what I mean? Like it's pandery and it's kind of corny, but I get it. People are trying to, like, you know, people are trying to do it for a good reason. They're trying to, like, put diversity in things, you know, and it can fuck up things because, you know, like, just because it's, you know, not really fuck up things, but I can understand where it's corny. But it's also not a problem that, you know, you really need to, like, put all of your effort into either. Like, you know, like, playing a game with, like, a female character and it's not gonna make your penis shrink or whatever. Like, I think, like, you know, because Horizon Zero Dawn has a, like, Sony put a girl as the main character because, you know, they want, because of, you know, they want, whoa, because they want to emasculate men or whatever, you know, which is dumb, you know, like, not everything has a hidden meaning, you know. So, you know, like, like, you just have to look at everything with context. Like, if you call yourself, like, an anti-SJW or an SJW, you're not looking at anything, like, through, like, any sort of context, you know? Like, you're just wanting your agenda to be filled, you know? So, yeah, just, like, don't give yourself a title or anything like that, you know? Like, everything has context. And not everything is done for some dumb reason, you know. But anyway. But yeah, he was saying everybody was giving that game a perfect 10 because they had black characters. Which, the argument for Deathloop getting a 10 is, God, these guys are kind of going crazy. Hey, looks like they got some loot on it. Give me your loot. Oh, he's got a poison thing. I'm gonna blow him up. Move, I can blow up the screen. Oh crap. Come on. Oh, you're going down. Come on. There we go. Slap. But, yeah, I'll tell you why Deathloop got a 10 in a second.
No! On target!
Actually. Oh!
It's over!
Oops. Well, that blew up on me. Oh, come on. A lot of people aren't gonna like the reason why Deathloop got a 10, but it wasn't because the main characters are black or whatever. And you know what the reason is? Deathloop's actually a good game. I know, it's crazy. But it didn't deserve a 10. But it's actually, from a design perspective, it's actually a brilliant game. But it was still like only like a 9 or a 9.5. Like the only problem with that game, because it was actually, there was no bugs, it was polished. How you progressed in the game was very smart. Like, there was like multiple ways you could take on enemies. Like I actually, like, I kind of studied, like, the design of the game because it was kind of interesting to me. So I actually platinumed Deathloop. And, like, the deeper you get with that game, the more interesting it got. There was, like, there was a lot of stuff that I think a lot of people never saw in that game. Like, a lot of really clever puzzles, like, they had in it. Like in one level, they had this really cool like scavenger hunt that you had to do through the whole thing, and you pretty much had to. Whoa, are those real? Whoa, those are real animals. Kill them. Oh my god, come on. There we go. Crap. But they have these kind of like treasure map scavenger hunts, so you get like kind of like secret guns, and it was really fun. I forgot what it was called. I think it was like some weird like gypsy machine you had to that you had to do it on. But you know that's not really the best example. I'm just kind of rambling right now.
I can get it from my stash later.
Okay, cool. She put it in her stash. But why review, like, the problem, why I didn't like Deathloop, and I think a lot of people didn't like it, was because the AI was very bad. And,
If I override
oh,
it,
do we
I
actually
can get
find
data
it?
on the surrounding area.
Telnet? But the AI was very bad in that game. And it was a little too easy. If you played it, if you're decent at a shooter, like, you would barely die. Yeah. Oh, is it here? Oh, thank you. Jesus. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. I just had a $920 package come in that I did not want. Yeah, let me... I don't even remember what I was talking about there, but let's talk about this package real quick. So... Oh, it's a rock, okay. So there's a drop today for the Halo Xbox at Walmart, and I was getting prepared for it on Tuesday by I was saving it to my like save for later list because so I could get to it easy for whenever it dropped. And so I clicked on the link and was scrolling through to find the save it to your list or save it for later button or whatever. And when I was scrolling, my phone kind of glitched out. So I tried to like scroll up and it kind of glitched out and pressed buy now. And I was like, oh no. So I tried to like go out of it and I was like, okay, cool, I made it out of it. And then my phone dinged and it was like, thank you for your purchase at Walmart. And I was like, what purchase? And then it said, like, it showed, that I bought the Halo Xbox, which wasn't and like, I know it wasn't the retail Walmart thing. I knew the only things that are ever up when it's not drop time are the third-party scalpers. So, I bought a scalper Xbox, Halo Xbox, for $920. And obviously I'm not buying a Halo Xbox for $920. Like, no. Like, I'm good at drops. I don't have to, pay scalpers. I would have been able to get it today. Because I'm good at drops. Like, especially Walmart drops. I get them every time. Like, I've helped so many people get PS5s and Xboxes. Like, honestly, if you want an Xbox, just go to Target. You can get them at Target real easy. You just have to, go up there every morning and bother the electronics person until he gives you one. And it's usually like Sunday through like Wednesday. Just ask Sunday through Wednesday and they'll have it. It'll probably take you a week or two, but you'll get one. But anyway, so yeah, I bought a $920 Halo Xbox. And, and I canceled it. Like, that's the crazy thing. I canceled it within 10 seconds of me ordering it. And after canceling it, I called customer service and was like, I do not want this. Please cancel this. I was having a panic attack because I did not want to pay. Oh crap, Thornbird. There we go. Like, cause I don't have the money to be paying $1,000 for frickin' for Halo Xboxes. I doubt really a lot of people have that kind of money laying around. I definitely don't. So yeah, I called it. It was like, you guys have to cancel this order. And of course they were like, yeah, we'll get right on that. They're like, yeah, it should cancel. You should get the email cancellation soon. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, I get killed by one of these dog dinosaurs. Dog T-Rexes. And so they're like, yeah, it'll be canceled. Don't worry about it. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll see. And then, like, not even, so, like, I think it was like 6 o'clock in the morning because I was helping my wife get ready for work. And so they're like, it'll be canceled. So I was waiting for the email all day. And I was like, I need to get that money back into my account so I can finally get my My Halo Xbox. I think it's dropping right now, actually. I'm kind of curious. Let me go see. Delivery complete. Yeah. Okay. Let's go see what's up with Walmart. I think they're saying 6 minutes. My phone's slow, so it probably was like 20 minutes ago. Okay. Oh man, my phone is blowing up. But yeah, anyway, so I tried to cancel it, and at like 4 o'clock, I got, your orders has been brought to FedEx. And I was like, they said they would cancel it. So instead of canceling it, they just brought it to FedEx. So then I called them again, yelling at them. And they're like, I don't know, that sucks. Like, they really did, they were no help. And they're just kind of like, sucks for you. You know, because it's Walmart, you know. Obviously, if they can't cancel an order, they're not going to be really a help with anything else. But, like, I canceled it 10 minutes after. Like, they don't have, like, a Star Trek, like, teleporter that they just beam out all their packages out of, you know? So, yeah, that just came. Like, I'm keeping that thing in the package. I don't want Walmart accusing me of anything. Like, yeah, because I do not want to be stuck with a $950 Xbox. And it's still gonna take forever. So pretty much I missed finally getting. It's probably gonna be one of the last drops, like if not the last drop for that Halo Xbox. Like I really wanted it, and you know, and that's it. Walmart screwed me, so I'm probably never gonna get one now. Yeah, I'm gonna go show you the package real quick. See something right. Yep. So that's a Halo Xbox right there. I'm so furious, man. I can't believe that. Hey, put my phone on the charger. My old janky phone. So yeah, so they said I could go and return it at Walmart, but I guarantee you, once I get to Walmart, they're gonna feel like you can't do this. You gotta send it back. So yeah. So yeah, Walmart absolutely screwed me. I'm late on rent because of them and everything. It is awful. Like, so yeah, that honestly couldn't have gone worse. You know what, though? Oh, God, please. For the love of God, don't buy another one. But it actually might help me out in the long run. If there's ever a drop, because there's actually a trick now with their things, where, like, they do it on a timer now, but if you bought in a PS5 or something from the past, you can go to your previously bought thing and press add to cart on it, but you have to let your timer go down first. And that's how you can trick it out so you can get it. And so, honestly, if I had my money and it was there, I'd be able to get it super duper easy. Hmm. See, there's like a drop right now, and people have to go through the waiting room, but I'm able to just put add to cart right now if I want to. So, but I think it's a Walmart Plus thing. I don't have that activated. I don't have enough money in my account right now because they took because Walmart took $1,000 out of it. Well, I guess this is just a stream of me. When did that drop even happen anyway? Wait, I thought they were supposed to be selling. Um, it looks like it's just the Series X's they're selling. I thought they said they're supposed to be selling the Halo ones. Yeah, it looks like just the regular ones. Huh. Interesting. Weird. Okay. Oh, so was my info wrong? Wow. So I think I bought a Halo one, and there's not even, and I don't even think they were selling Halo ones. Wow. Okay. That's probably the most boring stream. Well, alright. Okay. So the Halo drop wasn't even a part of this. It was just PS5s and what you call it. So I might get my chance for it anyway. Dude, it might actually work out because I have that glitch now where I'll be able to, like, I might have got screwed, but I might actually be able to order one for real reals. Like maybe if they do it like next week or something when I get my money back. So this might actually work in my favor because if I have it in my already bought items, like I run down the clock and then just add it to cart and I'll be good. Holy crap. Walmart might have actually screwed me, but actually helped me be able to get one. If they ever drop them, I'll be able to get them like cake now because it's hard to get it into your rebought items. Purchase history. Yeah, let me show. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. There's probably nobody that's even gonna watch this stream, but let's see if you can even see my phone. Of course not. I'm just doing this for no reason. Kinda. No, you can't. Never mind. Well, anyway, I was gonna show you that I have like multiple PlayStations on here and Xboxes from helping out buddies and stuff. They'll give me money and I'll just buy it for them. Like me and my brother and my dad have one upstairs. But yeah, that's actually kind of cool that I can, what you call it? Huh. That's actually kind of weird too. There's the add to cart. Okay. Unhandled. Yeah, I'd have to have their Walmart Plus or whatever, but yeah, right now I have like an add to cart, which nobody can see anyway. Nope, just a big light. And nobody even has the add to cart right now. That would be on the drop. But it won't actually add it to the cart unless you run down the clock. But I'm not able to get the clock, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. That's a digital. Let's see. Let me see if it actually let me card it without Walmart Plus. It's kind of sad because there's so many people that want PS5s and I can get them so easy. And the thing is, like I've had to get them for so many people because I try to give people like step by step instructions. It's a little harder now, but like when Walmart first started dropping PS5s, they were absolute cake to get. Like you could get 3 or 4 of them like in one drop. And pretty much all you had to do was just have an Android and not do it on your iPhone, because if you did it on your Android, like it would screw it up because like it was too slow. You'd have to there's a way you can mash the like because every time you hit the button an error code would pop up. And if you had Android, you could line up the error code with the add to cart button. And so you'd be able to click it like a million times. Let me see if I. And you can still kind of do it on here from the previously bought thing. So yeah, like I can do it like right here now. Except I keep getting a stupid message pop up. Can I do it from the side? It was probably the most boring stream. Why? Anyway, so all right, let's get back to this. All right, so yeah, that's enough with that. But I will give tips right now for anybody that wants a Series X. Trying to show that I have one. People believe me, but oh crap, robot! Oh, there's my wife. Hold on, we gotta talk to her real quick. It might actually be time for me to go. All right, guys. Well, it looks like I gotta go. Uh, my wife's friend's husband died, and we have to go to his memorial. So so we got that, and I gotta take a shower and all that. But if you enjoyed this video, watch me ramble about video games. You know. Oh, I'll finish my last thought about why Deathloop got a 10. Deathloop got a 10 not because it is a perfect game, it's because it's polished, it's clever, and it's actually a genuinely like well told story. Um, it's it's a very smart developed game. There's only one bad thing about it, and it was the enemy AI and the difficulty. And if you're a good player, that game wouldn't be that great for you because you would just kind of push on right through it or whatever. But if you go through everything, it's actually, you kind of see the intricacies that make it a great game. But if you just kind of play it and you're like, it's some shooter, it's whatever, you know what I mean? But like, there's a lot of depth to that game that a lot of people don't realize. But the one thing about game reviewers and journalists in general, they suck at video games. They are awful at games. I don't know why. They're like, "Can you write?" They're like, "Yeah, I'm a good writer." All right, cool. We need a good writer. Can you play video games? They're like, "I don't know what a controller is." And they're like, "You got the job." And so these people are just awful at games. So they didn't notice how bad the AI or how easy the game was because they're probably playing that game like, this is a really good challenge. You know what I mean? So like, it that was the only thing that was really missing from that game for me, was a better AI and a better challenge, you know. For me, it was a 9, you know what I mean? But for a game developer that sucks at video games, that game was an absolute 10. You know, and when you're a viewer and you're playing the same type of game every time, when there's like a refreshing-ish game, you tend to give it a higher, you know, a score than you normally would. And Arcane's a really respected company, so I think there was a lot of, you know, they gave that game a little extra love than they really should have, but it really wasn't a bad game. Okay, that's one extra much go, but it really wasn't a bad game at all. It's actually a genuinely good game, and it's not like nobody, what you call it, nobody reviewed that game higher because it had two black main characters. That was the last thing on anybody's mind. Like maybe culturally, like they wanted to like, you know, give it a couple of points because, you know, it was a diverse cast, but like I really doubt it. You give something a few points extra, they don't give it a perfect score for diversity. That's just if that's really what you think why that game got a 10, it's because you're a moron if you think that. You know, like you that like it'd be true if like just a couple outlets gave it a 10, but like that game got high reviews from everybody, and not everybody's gonna be, you know, people that are like, you know, trying to push diversity or whatever, you know, like there is it like not everybody's like it's what you'd consider an SJW liberal that's a game reviewer. There's plenty of right-wing reviewers out there. There's plenty of non-political reviewers out there. Not everybody has a political agenda. Just because, you know, everything in your brain is politically motivated. It's not like that for everybody. I know tons of people that don't care about President Biden or Trump. They're just like, oh, they're both idiots, don't care, and they move on with their life. You know, not everybody is politically motivated nowadays, and there is a lot more people that are, but not everybody's opinion is motivated through some SJW or anti SJW belief, you know, and definitely no way, no shot in hell that game was given a perfect score because people cared about diversity that much. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, yeah, that's a dumb idea. Maybe a point or two, but nobody was like, well, two black main characters, this is perfect 10 right here. Like, that's the dumbest crap in the world. You know what I mean? You just gotta, you know, like everything has context and you gotta, you know, pay attention. And I'm not saying stuff like that doesn't happen, you know, but in this case, definitely not. Like, it's just a dumb idea. You know what I mean? So, uh, and that's, I think I had other stuff, pretty much just super excited for Elden Ring. That's got perfect tens, you know. Review scores do matter, but they really don't. You know what I mean? Like, it's everybody, whenever there's a game you're excited about, you look at the reviews. And if it gets a low review, you're like, oh, that's crap. You know, because you're human and you want something that you like to do well. You know what I mean? Like, I did that with Batman Arkham Knight, I think. Or no, was the one Arkham Origins, that was it. Where like I was so excited for that game because I loved all the Batman games, and it got like a 7, and I was like, oh, I was like, this is full of it. You know what I mean? This game's a 10 to me. You know, not that high, but like, you know, but that game really like it wasn't a 7, but it wasn't really that great either. It was like an 8 or maybe an 8. It was an 8, but it wasn't like a 7. Seven's like a playable game. But you know what I mean? But it wasn't that great either. But I still enjoyed the game too, so it really didn't matter. So um but yeah, other than that, that's my thoughts on things. And also my thoughts are about like, you know, just think for yourself and stop whining about everything that doesn't matter. You know, like gamers these days, they just cry about everything. You know what I mean? I'm still seeing videos about like how Cyberpunk's the worst game in the world. Like it's been like a year now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they have their opinions on that game now. You know, they've already made their opinion. Like you need just beating a dead horse at this point. Like I think it's an okay game. I think it's all right. You know, it's an interesting game to actually from a development standpoint because, you know, like no matter how much work they put in that game, it's probably not going to be a polished, well-made game because that engine just, you know, the game engine they used for that was just is just not going to work for what they wanted. You know, it's an engine that's great for third-party games, or third-person games from like like The Witcher, obviously, but you know what I mean, like an overworld game with a far camera angle. It wasn't made for a first-person shooter where you're in everybody's faces and stuff like that. Because it looks great from far away, but like that engine looks great when things are far away, but when you get all close to everything, it is disastrous looking. You know what I mean? So like honestly, they'd have to rebuild that game from a different engine to make it a polished game. But from that, if you've ever actually played through Cyberpunk, especially if you played it like it's a disaster on PS4, but if you played on PS5 or Xbox, like I played it through the backwards compatibility, I played a little bit on the next gen thing. It's a playable game, and it's actually not a bad game either. It's actually good at a lot of parts, you know. It's just an interesting game to like really look through from a development standpoint. But there's an enjoyable game there, you know. You just have to like let go of some prejudices. You know, it's not the best game in the world either, but it's actually a decent game if you really just, you know, let go of your prejudices and play through it, you know. You know, just give some people a break, you know what I mean? Like if you bought that game, you could have got like in the beginning, like they at least, you know, allowed like refunds. So like nobody really got hurt from that game, you know. But like but yeah, I guess that was my last point. I gotta take a shower and get dressed and all that and look a little less bummy, but thanks for watching if you did. Probably didn't. But I thought it was fun just to kind of talk about my views. I kind of just want to play through some Horizon, which is actually getting real fun now. Now that I got the training wheels off. Um, but you know, it's gonna be sitting in the background for a while while I play Cyberpunk tomorrow. But or not Cyberpunk, but Elden Ring. It looks amazing. I watched somebody fight the first boss. I think it was like Margit, isn't it, in the name? And it had like so many attack chains. Oh man, it was like two like scrubs playing it. They were just getting wreck housed. But like it looked so fun. Like he had like some shield that would just like get knocked back and do damage. Like you'd get damage through the shield because the shield was that crappy. And like that's how much of a scrub he was. He was like when you have a shield that bad, you just gotta drop that and make a dex build real quick if that's all you have. But they should have went back and got better equipment or like leveled up. Like they should have not have ran into that boss the way they did. Like they couldn't even like take out the enemies like outside of the place. But it looked amazing though, you know. But yeah, that's the thing. Like if you're playing Elden Ring for your first time tomorrow, like if you're getting your butt handed to you, go somewhere else. You know, that's the thing. Go level up. You know, go fight some other stuff. Like it's an open world game this time, so it's not as worse. Like you played Bloodborne, you know, it had like three different paths you could go, and you know, like certain paths you just get wrecked. Like if you went the Bloodstar Beast path, like on like your first path, got up too wispy for saying path, then like you would just get wreck housed if it was like your first gameplay. So you'd have to go like I guess what's it, the werewolf beast, and then Gascoigne's the second one. Like you can't like go to like Bloodstar before Gascoigne. Think that might be or Gascoigne. Think that's the thing. Anyway, I gotta stop rambling. I gotta go. My wife's gonna kill me if I don't stop yelling at YouTube right now. But if you enjoyed it, thanks. Have a great day. Horizon gets a recommendation from me, but just stick with it through that introductory because it is a little boring.